EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson looking to throw right away. And right off the bat, look at him lay out there and make the grab. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. They go play action with Jackson. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They run the option on 2nd down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Here now, a 3rd and 20. Throwing is Jackson. Looking deep here for Flowers. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. In motion, the tight end. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to put up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Now a short one to Gesicki. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
No score after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 26 yards. And the Bengals post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They go play action now. Jackson. He'll He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now 2nd and 9. To throw is Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Here's Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And they'll accept that penalty. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Nine seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. Chase the motion man right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Now 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
After the interception, here's Jackson rolling to his left. That is caught with Rashad Bateman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent during the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
Now Burrow. Here's Higgins out on the right side. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Zero hesitation that time. He just got it and put it out in the right flat. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Well, you know how hard these quarterbacks nowadays work on just getting the ball in their hands and making a quick decision and throwing the football. Didn't work out in this case.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now it's Burrow.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A 3-yard touchdown pass.
And the Bengals have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Now Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar.
And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
3rd and inches, just turn around and hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Jackson. A dump off now to Hill. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
They'll come up now on second down.
No, we can't.
Now it's Jackson.
And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's second down and 3. Now Jackson.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Jackson. That is caught.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
Tucker now to add the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's first and 10. Throwing, Burrow.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. Now Burrow.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
This ball intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Now Jackson.
Looking deep here for Flowers.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But like all great games, it came down to
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Here's Evan McPherson. And off we go here in Baltimore. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. First and 10. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Jackson now on second down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now third down.
Not the sharpest of starts on offense. Here an early third and long. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down, and here comes fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
That's taken in, and he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now the first carry for King Henry. And he's going to be taken down, but not until he reaches the 20-yard line.
36 yards. That's another Baltimore.
A first down throw for Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
A give right up the middle to Henry. And he will score. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored.
Recovered by the receiving team.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. Burrow gonna open by putting it up. This one intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And that just adds to the start for this one. They walk down the field to get the touchdown, and then the defense joins the offensive party, Greg. Each side has scored a touchdown early on.
Yeah, and you just can't draw up a worse start than this, Mike. I mean, not only to allow the opposing team to go down and score on their first drive, but then to follow it up with a pick six. You find yourself in a big hole here early. Do they have enough to dig their way out?
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. From the 6, here comes a return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Higgins sent in motion. They go play action for Burrow. Now right on the heels of the pick 6, he is intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Stevens.
So this is